LLC taxes might not be the most thrilling thing in the world, but unfortunately, they come with the territory. So to help you tackle the unavoidable, today's video is all about breaking down the tax benefits you can take advantage of when you have an LLC, without putting you to sleep. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, one of the things that draw so many people to an LLC is the tax options. For one, instead of the businesses themselves reporting and paying taxes, those filings can be passed along to the individual members, who then report them on their personal tax returns and pay any taxes that way. The fancy term for this is pass-through taxation. That means I take the total earnings for the year minus expenses and report that income in my personal tax return with Form 1040 Schedule C. If I had a business partner in the LLC, then we would split the total profits and report our share through the tax Form 1065 U.S. Return of Partnership Income, state, local, and self-employment taxes based on that income. The amount of federal taxes I would need to pay would be based on whatever tax bracket I was in. Now, if you have other income coming in or filing jointly with your spouse, that also plays a factor into your tax obligations. The IRS offers a table you can use to get an idea of what that looks like for you. Depending on the amount, that can be a pretty hefty tax bill. If you expect to owe more than $1,000 in a given tax year, then you'll need to start paying estimated taxes. Use Form 1040 ES to calculate those estimated tax payments. Those payments include self-employment taxes too, which currently sits at 15.3%. This goes towards Social Security and Medicare funds. Most states and local tax agencies have tax requirements and may need to be paid more frequently too. So be sure to check out your local resources to find out for sure. When I was in my first full year of business, I didn't know this was a thing. It wasn't until I was talking to some other entrepreneurs that I realized I messed up. After about an hour and $100 in fees later, it was taken care of, but please learn from my mistake. Estimated tax payments are due 4 times a year on the 15th of April, June, September, and January of the following year. If any of these days fall on a weekend or a holiday, they may get moved to the next business day. So definitely check with the IRS each year to know for sure. Be sure to be as accurate as possible in your estimated payments. If you don't pay enough in taxes throughout the year, you'll not only owe money to make up the difference, but you could be hit with underpayment penalties by the IRS. Although, if you overpay, that money will be refunded to you, so it's not just gone. But LLCs give you another choice. You can be taxed as a corporation. There's 2 different corporations you can choose to follow: an S corporation or S Corp, and C corporation or C Corp. To be taxed as an S Corp, you would need to complete the IRS Form 2553, election by a small business corporation. S Corps are pass-through entities, just like LLCs. The only difference is instead of having to pay self-employment taxes or FICA tax on the total net profits, shareholders working in the business would only be taxed on the salary they pay themselves from the business. They then can make FICA tax-free owner withdrawals on any remaining net profits throughout the year. Now, at any point throughout the year, any portion of that remaining net profit can be transferred into my personal checking account as a distribution or owner withdrawal. Now, if there are multiple shareholders in the business, then there will likely be agreements on how distributions are to be split among each of the members. Those remaining profits can be reinvested back into the business too. Now, if you were to complete Form 8832, Entity Classification Election, you would be taxed as a C Corp. Now, in a C Corp, taxes are a little trickier. I would advise doing a lot of research and getting some professional help before going this route. So C Corps are taxed twice. If you want to get technical, this is called double taxation. This means the corporation itself is taxed on their net profits for the year. Then when distributions are made to the shareholders, they pay taxes again on their share at whatever tax bracket they are in. But C Corps have the ability to keep the profits rather than pass them out through dividends. Now, if they decide to do that, they would still owe corporate income tax on that balance. Now, depending on your situation and location, there may be a franchise tax. This is a state tax charged to certain businesses, like LLCs, for the right to exist as a legal entity and to do business within a particular jurisdiction. This fee varies by state. After the pandemic, several states chose to drop that tax altogether. Some states charge an annual fee to operate an LLC. So while there may not be a franchise tax, there may be other fees to be aware of. Now, I know this can feel intimidating. Having a business of my own, I get it. Taxes have been the bane of my existence for a long time. But we are so fortunate to be living in an era where we have help available to us at all times. And not just help with taxes, but to start an LLC too. I used a business formation service to start my business, and honestly, having those resources available to me made the process a lot faster and made me feel more at ease than starting my sole proprietorship on my own. Now, before we get into it, I want to mention that if at any point you want to check out ZenBusiness for yourself, I've put our exclusive affiliate link in the description. For many products we talk about, there are deals you won't find by going to their website. Their LLC application takes around 5 minutes to complete. The first section is to enter your business name and select the state you'll be operating in. From there, you'll pop in your contact information. Then you'll go through some simple questions about your business, like if you have prior experience, what stage your business is currently in, and what industry. You don't have to go through them, but it is short and is used to help ZenBusiness understand what you need so that they can help. Next, you can add a registered agent to your plan. All states require LLCs to have a registered agent. That person or business is the designated receiver of documents from the state on behalf of the business. You can appoint someone of your choosing, or ZenBusiness can take care of this for you. Before your application can be completed, you'll need to choose your plan with ZenBusiness. Right now, they offer 3 options to choose from depending on your needs and budget. If you only need a little bit of help getting your paperwork all together, then the starter plan may be a right fit. With a $0 price tag, it's definitely budget friendly, but you would still need to cover the cost of the state filing fee. This option gets your application forwarded to your state with a 7 to 10 day turnaround. And ZenBusiness will make sure your chosen business name is available. If you need a bit more help, the Pro Plan may be a better option. Coming in at just shy of $200 a year plus any state fees, you'll get everything offered in the starter plan with 1 business day processing. They'll also help you out with getting an EIN, operating agreement, and worry-free compliance that covers your annual report filings and up to 2 amendments. Now, if you're looking for help with it all, like I was, the premium plan for under $300 a year will help you with everything we've already mentioned, plus business document templates like liability waivers and employment agreements, a website builder, a domain name, a business email address, and premium support. So you see, starting a business doesn't have to be a stressful process. It can be quick and efficient, taking as much time as making a cup of coffee in the morning. And if you need help with your taxes, there are 2 options you can pick from. There is an option with unlimited tax advice year-round for $49 a month. For $50 more a month, they will file your returns on your behalf too. So, having said that, I see ZenBusiness as one of the best business formation services out there, especially for beginners like me, because they take care of everything on your behalf. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other great services that I've also tried, like Taylor Brands, LegalZoom, and Swift Filing. So I'll go ahead and leave some review videos down in the description if you want to learn more about them too. Now, when I was just starting my business, I thought I could DIY my way through the process. After tons of mistakes and hours on hold with my Secretary of State's office, I started searching online for help. After a lot of soul searching, I came across ZenBusiness. After weighing my options and being in a bit of a time crunch at this point, I went with the premium plan. Now, I understand it is the more expensive of the three, but I feel like the benefits they offer outweigh the costs. So just a quick recap. When it comes to taxes in an LLC, you can pay taxes through your personal tax return, which is the simplest way to go. You can be taxed as an S-Corp, which involves a bit more planning, but does have some nice tax perks. And finally, you have a C-Corp that definitely takes a lot more work and planning, but if your LLC really takes off, may be an option worth considering. And for a quick and painless setup process with tax help available, ZenBusiness is the way to go. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. If you'd like to check out ZenBusiness for yourself, I've put our exclusive affiliate link in the description, so be sure to head there to help you get started. Also, if you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. And if you have a question I didn't cover, or maybe you have something you'd like to add, drop your comment down below, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.